Hi, I'm David Chen, and I'm in Room and Board SDC Group. We used NetBnB FEC project as our starting point. I'm responsible for the booking component. We were asked to optimize our database structure and bump up our server speed in the SDC phase. For the past 2 weeks, the most challenging part for me was to optimize the database. I picked PostgreSQL for SQL database and MongoDB for NoSQL database for comparison. I first generated mock data in CSV files to seed PostgreSQL, but later on I found out it may not be the ideal form for seeding MongoDB because MongoDB as NoSQL is has better advantage in retrieving the whole document in nested objects. So I converted the CSV files into nested objects in JSON files for seeing MongoDB. This way I can maintain data consistency and prepare for fair comparison between the two. So second, I benchmarked both database using JavaScript console.time. I didn't use their native timing features in their shell commands because I want to mimic the real server retrieval when I have to use npm modules to retrieve them. And third, I shrink the database size by mimic the realistic usage and cut data table size. By that, I mean, such as for booking components, I may need only the aggregate reviews rating, so I don't need to generate multiple reviews object records for one listing. And I might not need user or owner table because usually user and owner information are prepared when it's up to booking stage. So by that, I can cut PostgreSQL database size from 21 gigabytes to 11 gigabytes. And then fourth, create indices for both database, such as for listing names and for listing IDs in the booking table. By that, I can cut the database retrieval time from 50 seconds to 15 milliseconds. And then fifth, by increasing the pool connection sizes and separate the big inner join C code statements to two relatively simple SQL statements, I can further cut the retrieval time from 15 milliseconds to 25 milliseconds because I don't have to wait for another statement to finish. So at last I picked PostgreSQL because it can modularize my database. It can bump up for the database retrieval time, and I can insert booking info just in one table without bothering the other two. The takeaway is when we meet some complicated database manipulations within one component, such as this booking component, we better use SQL as our RMDBs. Thank you.